I'll tell you what, a lot of people in Beaver County are wearing championship rings, and they're very, very special. There's no doubt about it. And I'm looking at this gentleman sitting next to me, and I remember when I was, Ron Cook was talking about growing up and watching the legends. I remember, and Larry and I were talking about this last night, I remember watching Mike Krivoshia and just saying, wow, what a running back. This guy was tremendous. And we used to play football on Saturdays and Sunday afternoons in the park, and everybody would want to just grab the football and, I'm Mike Krivoshia, I'm pro. And they tuck the football and just barrel through the line, and that's what he did. And he barreled all the way to the University of Indiana and into the Rose Bowl and into professional football as well. Ladies and gentlemen, from Midland, Indiana Hoosier, Mike Krivoshia.
Oh man, I'm with everybody. I played football, but I was not a public speaker, so bear with me. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the inductees. It's an honor being here with all of them. Secondly, I'd like to thank Joe D'Apollonio, my brother-in-law, for submitting all the paperwork for the nomination and the committee for selecting me. You did a good job. With me tonight is my wife Margaret, my sister Rosemary, my brother Dan, over there, my nephews, 3 nephews, cousin, and a lot of my friends I grew up with. Also tonight, Mr. Okowski, who's the RV coach, junior varsity coach. Thank you, Ed. And I do remember in 7th grade geography, he was a geography teacher. He asked one of the Lake kids to name the Great Lakes. He stood up and said, let me see, there was Herbie, Gene, also here tonight, Hank Kuzma, basketball coach. He taught you how to win and win what teams did. You played for any also like to mention Mr. Novak, who was my track coach in high school. But not forgotten Mr. Wilson, junior high. I'll never forget one game, I carried the ball 10 times. Same play. He called a timeout. He talked, he said, well, let's try that 6 power. I said, Coach, we ran that 10 times. He says, Michael, as long as you gain over 4 yards, I'll kill you. I'll call you. High school, Mr. Pulse. Charlie taught you how to be tough. If you weren't tough, you didn't play for Charlie. If you had it in you, he got it out of you. And he taught me when I carried the ball or tackled somebody, I always hit them hard as ever hit me. That's what you had to do. I accomplished a lot my senior year in high school, but I can't have to share the accomplishments with the ball players that played with me. My other 10 people. At center, I had Bobby Stupko, guards, Jesse Torres, Philip Dawson, who's passed away, tackles, Gary Shannon, Teddy Vaughn was the other tackle, ends, I had George Stoffel, and who was the other end? Pete Silly. Halfback, Sammy Zigarelli, God bless him, he's gone. Ronnie Dominacy was the quarterback, and Sammy Smith was the fullback, so I remember them all. Going to IU in the Big Ten, back then, you could only play in one bowl game, that was the Rose Bowl. Senior year, we won 9 ball games, and I was fortunate enough to receive one of the 9 ball games. That was against Michigan State. We did get to go to the Rose Bowl. It's the first time ever for Indiana, and the only time since they've ever won. Running out on that field and playing it was the biggest thrill of my life. We played against Southern Cal, which had a lot of first-round draft picks over the years. One of them was OJ, which I don't know where he's at now. I did play with the Houston Oilers. That was the first year for the Astros. First year we played on synthetic carpet or whatever you want to call it. That was the very first year. My roommate, freshman rookie year, was Alvin Buffet. Alvin went on to become Hall of Fame inductee. Great player. This is an honor. I'm proud to be from Beaver County. Father growing up in the middle. I always remember. Thank you.
Mike, thank you. Beaver County loves you, and so does Midland. We appreciate you being back here with us tonight. Mike Krivoshia.